Speaking of chants, obviously you had a very famous and still famous chant that was sung and is still sung by Manchester United fans. I know that's something you'd like to talk about today, specifically the reference to eating dog meat. How did that make you feel when you were a player? And how does that make you feel now you've had, I guess, time to reflect because you've retired, but it is still being sung?
I think, yeah, if I'm being honest, that, you know, is I should probably speak out more loud this time, because in that time, 15 years ago, and then everything changed from Holland to England. I have to adapt, start from zero, because I'm really knows what the changing environment means when I joined the PSV. So when I heard that song that time, I feel like I'm very proud first because of they create a song for me. That's a really good one as a player, very proud of to have it. And then as I heard about the lyric referring to eating dog meat, which is very uncomfortable for me to that. Is it allowed? I mean, is it okay? It's kind of that feeling I have to adapt that time, because I was young and I don't know the culture of here. So probably it's one of the things I have to accept, because I never thought that fans may create a song with bad meanings. Mm-hmm. They always make a song for cheer up, to give some energy to the players, proud of the players. That's my thought. So that's why I just accept it as a player, and then I'm really proud of being there as well. But as you know, the time has changed, and then it's 15 years later, and then probably last summer, recently, one of the Korean player who had joined the Wolves, play against United, and that time the United fans sang my song. So I feel that time I need to do something, because that word that probably the player discomfort with that, same as me, I did when I was 15 years ago. But now time has changed, and then everything has changed. So even in Korea, changed a lot. It's kind of the stereotype. There's not anymore survive in Korea as well. You know, it is true that historically we've been eating dog meat, but these days, particularly young generation, they really hate it to eating dogs, and then they never thought about to have a restaurant. But it was there before, but these days you really can't find it. So it's totally, the culture is changing. So I'm really sorry for him to hear that. I know the United fan doesn't mean any offense to him for that song, but still I have to believe, and I think I have to educate for the fans that stop that word, which is these days usually the people who racial insult to the Korean people. But that's not true. I mean, in these days in Korea, there are lots of different good things. I'm very proud of in Korea also. As you know, many BTS is a Korean singer, and also the song is doing very well as a player. Also, some of the drama on the Netflix is very popular across the whole world. High technology. These is good things, we have it, but I really, request the fans to stop that, saying that word, because it's not anymore to cheer up someone. It's probably more be discomfort for the when they heard that song.
So your message to the fans, I suppose, would be that from you, you know that maybe they don't use it to cause offence, but you'd rather that it wasn't used, that word particularly. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that particular. I mean, it's been 7 years I retired from a football pitch, but as I heard that, the fan chant, I felt I was still being on the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very proud of that.
Yeah.
How they create that song, but that particular word is really discomfort for the particularly Korean people. Okay. And then I really feel very sorry for the younger player who joined in Europe or whatever, and then heard that kind of song. They didn't imagine why they put that word, and then so because they don't know about the culture, because that generation is totally different compared to me. So I think it's time to stop that word.
And you got your first goal in April.
Yeah.
What did that feel like?
It's a long wait. I mean,
You had one before, didn't you? But it eventually was, I think, in February, but it got credited as an own goal
yeah,
rather than yours. Was that frustrating?
little bit.
Yeah.
But I just chip in, but ended up it didn't allow my goal. But actually, I'm happy that because my first goal is against Arsenal, so which is better.
Yeah.
But at that time, a bit disappointed. But anyway, I will score goals, so I have to be patient. But it's quite long. But ended up it happened, so I'm really happy with that. I had some pressure on it, but I have to deal with that. So
There was, I suppose, joy and disappointment for you in the Champions League because you played both semi-final legs against Barcelona, and then Sir Alex, I imagine at some point told you that you weren't going to be part of the matchday squad for the final. I know since it happened, he said that was one of the hardest decisions he'd ever made in management. How did you find out and how did you feel?
Actually, first, I couldn't believe it. And actually, the day in the morning, he called me, had a meeting. Then he said to me, "You're not involved."
Is this the day of the game?
No. On the day.
Oh, so,
It's in the morning.
Yeah.
He just called me and then you're not gonna involved today. When I heard that, I just shocked, and then I don't remember after what he said. So that's why I said, I'm not gonna play today. But I'm still involved or not? I mean, I'm still in the squad or not? I didn't remember because I'm shocked. And then actually I realized when I go to the stadium, into the dressing room, then I saw that there's not my shirts. Then I realized, I'm not in the squad today. So then I don't know how I kind of say that. I'm very, very disappointed. And then, as you know, that actually my family is here, and then whole country is looking for that because of that I played the semi-final. They really expected that I'm gonna play the final, even though probably on the bench, but I'm not in squad. So then I said, how I can deal with this? I don't know. And then first half, I don't know how I can watch the matches. I just on there, but I didn't know what's going on here. Probably from second half, I just back to my normal and then to focus on the match. So but what should I do? I mean, there's no choice as a player if you not involved in the squad. It's a manager's decision. You have to follow it. And then, what was my what was my problem? Why I didn't involve that squad? What should I have it to involve that squad? I just thinking that way, and yeah, probably next time I won't be same like this. I have to be there. I just thinking positively. After a few hours, probably not that day, the day after, when I prepare the next season.
So you use that as motivation.
Yeah.
Did you ever speak to him about it?
To
the manager?
No, actually
After the event?
After the match.
Yeah, a couple of days, weeks, next season. Did you pull him to one side and say, I need to find out why you left me out totally?
Actually, he explained that.
He explained.
In the morning why is not today, because he said he's gonna put Owen Hargreaves because he had the experience of a final of Champions League.
Right. Okay.
So, but that I won't have it
If
unless I play.
Yeah.
So, but it's his decision. So
Sure.
then I can't complain about that.
No.
And then actually the result is we won the Champions League. So his decision is right. So then the one I have to change his mind, that I have to prove that I'm available. I mean, I'm capable of playing the final next time. So that I just train hard, work hard. That's the only thing I can do. So yeah, it was a very sad moment, but that sad moment I have to turn around to be a good moment.